Hey everyone, it's Arlette from Chasing Joy, and I'm back with another baby making update. Today, good news. Finally, my cycle has started, so this is officially cycle number 9. As soon as I finish this video, I'm going to be calling my nurse at the fertility clinic so they can get me scheduled for monitoring, so I can be on my way for IUI number 5, hopefully my final IUI. But in the meantime, I'm going to be finishing up my collaboration with Boston Girl 5560 today. Hopefully you've been following along the last couple of weeks. We have been basically doing like an online discussion between the two of us about our single mother by choice decision and journey. She is further along in the journey. She has a 1-year-old daughter, and as you guys know, I am still trying to get pregnant. We asked each other 10 questions from ourselves and from our viewers. And today's video is going to be me answering Boston Girl's questions. As I said last week, I have not read her questions. I decided to wait and do them for the video so that my answers could be the most authentic and real answers and not overthought. I tend to overthink things. So I have my mom helping me out today. She did not want to be in the video, but she did agree to read me Boston Girl's questions. So that'll be the other voice that you're hearing in the background. So I'm turning it over to her to start with question number 1.
Okay, question number 1. How did the topic of being a single mother by choice come up?
Okay. That's a good question. How did the topic of being a single mother by choice come up? I really don't even remember. Probably came up with me complaining about dating and wanting to find someone that I really connected with, and feeling anxiety because I was getting older, and me knowing that I always wanted to be a wife and a mother, but definitely feeling time constraints over the mommy part. So somewhere way back then, a couple of years ago, came up like, well, when should I do this on my own if I haven't, met my Mr. Joy Chaser? So.
Okay, question number 2. What was your original plan for having a family?
Okay, so my original plan would be the traditional plan where I would meet someone and fall in love, get married, and have babies. Specifically, it's funny, when I was about 15 or 16, I had to write an essay about where I would be in 20 years, which would be right now, and according to my 15-year-old plans, I should already be married and have a couple kids and own my own restaurant, which none of those things have happened.
Okay, question number 3. Who was against you and how did you deal with it?
So who has been against me? That's interesting phrasing. I guess I don't feel like anyone's against me because I'm not, competing or fighting. People who were not necessarily on board. I had one guy friend who expressed some concerns, but ultimately at the end of the conversation, he was very supportive. My brother was not really on board. He wanted to have a deep conversation, which we did, but I informed him that we could discuss it, but my decision was already made, and I would just try to answer his questions. But I don't really have any concerns about him being supportive once I'm pregnant and the baby comes. I had one friend who called me out of the blue and was just really ridiculous with some of the things she was saying. She actually said I would have to apologize to my kid one day, and kept comparing me to her situation because she grew up without her dad. And I just tried to explain, that everybody is different, and her knowing that she had a dad out there who basically rejected her is completely different from my child being so wanted that I had them by myself. There's no dad to have rejected them. Not to say they won't have issues, but we all have issues, so, I'll deal with that whatever issues my kid might have when they come. But it won't be the same as my friend. But I basically ended up hanging up on her, and then she posted some passive-aggressive things on my Facebook page, and I blocked her and unfriended her. So that's pretty much it. Most people have been either keeping their opinions to themselves or supportive.
Okay, question number 4. What planning did you do before you started trying?
Well, I guess I knew about this choice to be a single mom by choice and that specific phrasing for a few years now when I stumbled across the Single Mother by Choice website. So I did some reading there, which I guess was my initial planning, just getting familiar with the idea. Other than that, I started saving extra money, and pretty much that's it. I already own my home. I already have a stable job. So pretty much just financial planning, physically trying to get healthier, and, meeting up with the doctors and seeing what they say.
Okay. Question number 5. Is your sperm donor black?
Yes, my sperm donor is black. If you've been following my channel for a while, you might have seen my video called Where Are All the Black Sperm Donors? Because not a lot of them. But yes, I did pick a black one, and I'll probably talk more about that in another video. But yeah, I do have a black sperm donor. Hopefully he'll be the one that is successful for this next IUI when I get started.
Okay. Question 7. How did you go about picking a doctor?
How did I go about picking a doctor? Well, when I first decided that I was ready to start looking into this officially, it was the beginning of 2015, and I had decided I was going to make some kind of appointment in January. I had my routine gynecological visit coming up, so when I met with her, I just told her what I wanted to do and asked if she have any, a referral or anything, and she referred me to the clinic that I'm now using.
Okay, question number 8. Do you want a boy or a girl?
I just want a baby. Really, I mean, I can imagine it either way. I think girls' clothes are cuter. But if I have a boy, I could probably get him on trash duty quicker when he's a little bigger. Yeah, I'm be excited either way.
Okay, question number 9. What are you worried about being a single mom by choice?
I guess my biggest worry is just the financial aspect. I'm very, very worried about paying for daycare. But I also feel like that'll work itself out, and I'm pretty resourceful. So I'm sure I'll make it work. I guess my other biggest fear would be the same as anyone else who wants a baby, just being a good mom. I hope I do a good job and that my kid feels loved and secure, and that I'm able to handle whatever comes my way.
Okay, question 10. How did you go about picking a donor?
So it was actually not too difficult to pick the sperm donor because, like I said, there weren't many black sperm donors, and I definitely wanted a black donor. So that was like my first criteria. And then after that narrowed it down a lot. I initially tested as CMV negative, so once I put that in, that eliminated a lot of donors. Kind of left me with like one or two. Especially with my third criteria. My third criteria is I wanted a known donor because I don't know how my kid will feel about all of this when they are an adult and able to make decisions. And if they decide they would like to know more about the donor, I want to have as much information available for them as possible. So with those 3 criteria, it limited it a lot, and pretty much it was like, okay, I guess this is the guy. So my mom's saying... So I guess that's all the questions, and This has been a really fun collaboration. I'm excited to go and check out Boston Girl's videos now. I have not watched her videos to why she chose those questions because I didn't want to hear them. So I'll be excited to check out that video, and then excited to see her next video where she answers all my questions. I hope you guys have liked this collaboration. I have a feeling we'll probably do something like this again in the future. So if you have any other questions that I did not answer, or that Boston Girl doesn't end up answering in her videos, leave them in the comments below. And I hope that this was informative for anyone thinking of taking this route. So let me know what you guys think. If you liked this video, or my other videos, subscribe. Leave your comments below. And I'm going to leave a few links to Boston Girl's video and to our previous collaboration videos, as well as to my videos about how I picked my sperm donor and where are all the black sperm, so you can see a little bit more about what went into my decision. So thanks for watching, guys. Bye.